Greetings, everyone. My name is Rick Mannon, and I'm an inductee into the Brantford Area Sports Hall of Recognition. I'm honored today to have Mike Filer here for the sport of football, fellow inductee. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
We just have a few questions for you.
Yep.
I'd like to understand a little more about your story and what it's like being inducted into the Sports Hall of Recognition. So how about we kick it off and tackle them?
I like it.
Okay. The first question is, what drew you into the sport of football?
It's funny. I was asked that the other day by Brian Smiley, and I had to think about it, and I don't really have an answer because I came from a hockey family. I grew up at the Wayne Gretzky Center and Brantford Minor Hockey Association, and I think what I started telling people early on in my career is that I just outgrew the skates and I couldn't keep up with the kids anymore. As being an offensive lineman, you're typically a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And I just remember saying to my dad one day, I was about 10 years old, I was like, I want to try tackle football. And my parents signed me up for the Brantford Bisons, and that was my my entry into the game. And I played recreational with the Bisons there for. I was on and off because I was still playing hockey, but I just found the sport of football, and I had like this calling, and you know they had a whole position that was dedicated to big boys, and you know you had a purpose, and that's where it kind of began. In high school, you know, I went to BCI and big football school there, and just took off.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not some, you know, some beautiful story of me growing up dreaming of playing it. I just kind of fell into it, and I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Well, it's a different story, and one I haven't heard too much of. It's unique, though, to you. So that's terrific. Do you have any mentors that have helped you impact your life or your career?
I have so many. I mean, obviously, first and foremost, my parents. My dad, he was always our coach for hockey, and when I made the switch over to football, he fumbled, sort of say. He didn't understand the game, but from the city alone. Ken Parsons, the late Ken Parsons, the big name in Bison football and BCI football. Sure. You know, he kind of steered me in my early years into offensive line play and all this, and then I just took off. Obviously, a big for me, being from Brantford, down the road from Hamilton. Marwan Hayes was a center in Hamilton, and when I got serious about football in my later collegiate years, I started watching these guys, and a couple other centers in the NFL. Scott Wells used to play with the Packers, and Angus Reid with the BC Lions. Something about the offensive line, it just drew me into it. I never really cared about being a quarterback or receiver or linebacker. I just liked this position where you're like an unsung hero. You know, your teammates knew, you know, how important you were, but you're never, you know, outside of that limelight, nobody knew who you were, so it was awesome.
Yeah, that's terrific. What would you say are some of the highlights of your career?
I've had so many. You know, obviously from Brantford days, winning the Bixa City Championship with the BCI Mustangs, that was like a 4-year progress. We were working hard for years to do that, and finally my last year, we won that city championship. Going off to university was huge, playing for U Sport now it's called, being drafted. You know, I have so many memories, and football's given me so many opportunities to be able to sit there and pinpoint one. You know, it's hard, but being able to play pretty much for your hometown in Hamilton, suiting up for the black and gold. You know, the year before playing for Hamilton, I was working at Ivor Wynn as a security guard, and just you know, a full circle moment. And you know, it's all about the people around me and the city I came from, and the people that helped get me to where I am. And I have so many great memories, and so many I had great opportunities in life because of the game and the sport, and I'm forever grateful for that.
Terrific. How about how football has impacted your life?
Yeah, so football, I mean, this will be a part of my speech tonight for sure, but it's not so much about the wins and the losses, or the championships and all that. That's great, that's part of it, but it's about what it teaches you in life and the character it builds in you. That's what I'm drawn to with the sport. And there's a saying within the game that football is the ultimate team sport. And when you think about it, you got 100 individuals that you got to convince, that we're all out here for the same reason, the same goal, and it's not about personal accolades or achievements or anything like that. It's about the team first.
Yeah.
So that to me is everything, and that's what carried me through my career. And I'm forever grateful for the opportunity that football has given me, and I'm forever grateful for what it built in me as a person. So
I like that message.
yeah.
Terrific. So you're now going to be inducted into the Sports Hall of Recognition. What does that mean to you?
I get goosebumps thinking about it. When I got the phone call from Kim Carpenter, I was sitting at work actually when she called, and I remember seeing Kim Carpenter come up on my phone. I said, I wonder if this is if she's related to Aaron Carpenter, because I went to BCI. Aaron went to BCI. Was a big name in rugby in Brantford, and
Sure.
Anyways, we got chatting, and she told me that I was being inducted, and I have been out of football for enough time that you were starting to forget about some things, and it just brought everything full circle for me. I never won a Grey Cup, been to 3, lost 3, plenty Eastern finals and playoff games, and everything else is ticked off. So for this opportunity to be inducted, to have the honor to be with my fellow inductees, it's a great accomplishment. But it's not just about me; it's about everyone that helped me get to where I am. And I'm looking forward to the celebration tonight and being part of it. And it's a great honor.
Great. Aaron's going to be there, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I never had the opportunity to meet him in my early. I heard maybe we did, but back then, I was so young that I was scared to introduce myself. But anyways, he was a hero in BCI, and BCI is a big rugby school, as many people from Brantford know. So it'd be great to meet him.
Good. So, what advice would you share for a young, upcoming athlete?
Never give up on your dreams. A little kid from Brantford that started with the Brantford Bisons, went to BCI, went to Mount Allison, wasn't a first-round draft pick, didn't have the highlights or the recognition that other kids were getting, had to work for everything, had a lot of ups and downs, more downs probably than ups, but I never gave up. And I had a dream of playing professional football in the CFL, and I just chased it. And I sacrificed a lot, I gave up a lot, and I dedicated a lot of time and effort to get to where I was, and continued to do that after being drafted. So I think the biggest message is never to give up on your dreams, and continue to chase it. And when life knocks you down, you got to get back up. So
it's a great message.
Yeah.
So work hard, never
hard.
give up.
That's right.
Keep fighting.
Yep.
Roll with the punches.
Keep your head on straight.
Sure, that's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure talking with you and telling us a little bit more about your journey and what it's like to be inducted into the Brantford Area Sports Hall of Recognition. So thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Thanks for watching. For more information on our Sports Hall of Recognition in Brantford and area, please visit our website. And more importantly, why don't you come down to the Wayne Gretzky Sports Center and take a look at Mike's his induction artifacts and memorabilia and all the other inductees. Thanks for watching.